In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the hands down best meme coin sniping strategy snipers are using every single day, profit hundreds of thousands of dollars off meme coins. Now, this is not the usual type of sniping, which was sniping coins on Radium. No, this is pump fund sniping. Now, we're not going to be sniping new pairs. We're going to be focusing specifically on migrations. Now, you're going to have to be selective, and I'm going to show you how to be selective, how to snipe the right ones, and how to even set it up. I'm going to show you everything from A to Z, how to set up so you can snipe just like this trader right here who sniped Greed Coin for $194,000 profit just from a $5,000 investment. How did he do that exactly? Now, the good thing about analysis of these traders is that you can go to the soul scan and you can analyze exactly what he did. This is his wallet right here. Before we dive into the tutorial, I'm just going to quickly break it down, because you would think that, oh, well, he's sniping. Obviously, he's going to be paying an insane fee and you're going to have to pay a lot of money to get in, but that's actually not true. This guy sniped 30 soul and he only paid 0.3 soul in fees. And he managed to get in on this coin as it was migrating exactly at $200,000 cap, 30 Solana right here. So that is a great entry. Now, even if you did not get as lucky as he did with your entry, and let's say this is the first candle of the snipe, right? This is the 1 second chart that we're looking at right here. This is the second that the pump fund is created. So you got in, let's say, a little bit later, right? Because it was sniped to 1 million right here, as you can see. Even if you got sniped at very top, $1 million, or even 1 second later, like this guy did, that would have been still an easy 30x. Or even, wait, let me see. That's actually a 40x if you were able to hold your bag. Because the coin was created, it got heavily sniped. The good part about coins like this is even if they're sniped very heavily, if it's the right coin, it's going to easily have no issue running even higher than the sniper orders, right? It's going to have no issue at all doing that. So how do we do this exactly? How do you get started with this type of trading strategy? So first of all, you're going to be using a platform called Bullx. So this platform right here, Bullx Neo, it allows you to snipe coins as they're migrating. So obviously you're going to have to be familiar with pump fund, how that works. I'm not going to break it down in this video, but just to give a simple explanation, pump fund is a place where you create tokens, and once they hit 60 to 70k market cap, they begin migrating, and that's the point where all trading stops. You're able to set a sniper order and you're able to get in on the coin. Now, if it's a bad coin, right, it might go to zero. We don't want to be sniping coins like that. We want to be very picky with coins that we're sniping. And let me tell you guys, it's actually not that difficult to find good coins to be sniping. Definitely, you're going to need to do some wallet tracking, and it's also going to be a little bit of a patience game. It's not going to be all the time that a good coin that's migrating appears. However, I'm going to give you guys a Telegram channel which is going to give you notifications whenever a coin migrates that you guys can use, so that even if you're doing something else and you don't have time to just constantly look at the screen, you can simply sit back and let the notifications come to you, and whenever something migrates, you can take a look, see if this is something interesting, and see if this is something worth sniping. Now, I'm going to also give you guys another tip, how to see if other people are sniping the coin, which is usually a good indicator that it's going to be a huge pump, right? So we're going to break all of that down after I give you a quick rundown of the platform. So the link is going to be in my description. It's going to be pretty simple. You're just going to sign up. This is still in beta, so you cannot access this platform unless you are referred by someone. So you're going to be able to only use this platform if you use my link right now. And once you're signed up, you're just going to head over to the wallet section right here, and boom, you're going to save your private key. You're going to press on add funds. You're going to send Solana, and you're going to be ready to roll. So before we break it down, right, for example, how did that trader know that this is a good coin to snipe, right? Because that's very important. How do you know that it's a good coin to snipe? Well, aside from all the basics, such as checking out if it's just a bundled rug, right? Or checking out if it's worth, looking at, if it's something that's been done before 10 times, or if it's a random ChatGPT generated coin that no one is going to care about, right? Aside from checking those basics, you're going to need to have definitely a little bit of an understanding understanding as to how the market is and who deployed the coin, right? Who deployed the coin. And if you don't know who deployed the coin, you can get a rough understanding what it is by searching up the contract address, usually somewhere, or searching up the deployer wallet somewhere, such as Twitter. So if everything checks out from, the bundler side, if it's something interesting, you're going to be just checking out the dev wallet, for example, right? As it's migrating, you're going to be doing your due diligence. So you're not going to be sniping every coin, because a lot of these are going to die, such as Frag right here. I would assume that this is nothing too interesting. This is just someone who is pushing his coin. It's not something worth really sniping, probably, because it looks like it's about to migrate, right? You're looking for something crazy that's super, super insane, such as the David Portnoy coin called Greed, which he deployed. So these traders, how they knew to snipe this coin, they knew from wallet tracking, because if you look at the dev wallets of previous Portnoy coins, you would know that this is his wallet he uses to deploy coins. So I'm going to leave, for example, just so you guys can get started with something interesting to look at already. Not saying that you guys should be sniping this one per se, but this is definitely something interesting to start researching yourself. Dave Portnoy is a good start, I would say, at least for now, because this guy has insane motion in the crypto game right now. Everything he deploys is pumping, but you got to also understand, guys, that everything he deploys, he also sells afterward. So he's just making money off the crypto market, and we're here to make money off his pumps. It is what it is. It might not be the ideal tech right now we would like to have in the crypto markets, but this is how we make money here. And as the market is going to get better, we're going to be able to snipe more and more coins that are less and less special, which is going to be very good and very profitable for us, right? For now, we got to stick to being very picky, such as sniping a Portnoy coin. That is, in my opinion, not a bad idea to do. So personally, I am waiting until Portnoy deploys something new, and I'm gonna probably try to snipe it, especially if he says on Twitter something about deploying a coin, right? This is just one example. So let's say you're tracking his wallet. I'm gonna drop the wallet, for example, for Dave Portnoy in the description. Let's say you're tracking his wallet. How are you gonna be notified that he deploys something? Well, on Bullx, you're able to add your wallet to the wallet tracker. It's going to give you a sound within Bullx whenever this wallet does something, right? So that's going to be always a good indicator. For example, right here, you're going to add the wallet to your wallet tracker, and you're going to click on alert, and it's going to give you a little notification sound whenever he does something. And if you go to alerts right here on the bottom left side, you're going to see what he did. So this is another wallet I'm tracking, and I'm seeing what he's doing here. So this one is it's a random wallet that just right now he's farming coins. It's okay, it doesn't matter. I'm just giving you guys, what's happening here. So obviously, without running down all the basics of the platform, you can check out my other videos. You can check out my live streams. I'm doing live streams every day of how to use the platform. It's pretty simple, pretty basic. It's not that difficult to use. There's certain key factors to be looking out for. So what's the first step of this strategy? The first step is, obviously, we're going to wait for something to migrate. We're going to join a Telegram chat that is going to notify you whenever something is migrating. Number two, you're definitely going to need to get acquainted with crypto Twitter is, what are meme coins. You're going to need to get acquainted with all the basics, track wallets, see what's happening. You need some sort of understanding before you're doing this. It's not going to be as simple as it sounds, but for those of you who maybe are trading, I'm showing you guys as well. These guys are making a killing right now off sniping these meme coins. So you can just join a Telegram where you get notified. Link is going to be in description for this. So what's the next step? You're going to be checking each of these that are migrating. You're going to review them if they're a scam or not with basics such as, is it a bundle, right? Is it something where all of the holders are holding the same amount of Solana, which can usually indicate that it's a scam. So, such as this token, if you go to the holders tab, press on all, you're going to see that a lot of the holders are holding the same amount of Solana. Although here it's not as obvious because there's a lot of holders that also hold a different amount of Solana, but a ton of them are for some reason holding a very specific amount of Solana, which is very interesting always to see, and it's usually an indication that it's all a same person controlling a bunch of wallets. Another thing is if they don't have any trading bot, right? Here, none of them have a trading bot. Here, this user. And this user, however, he is using a trading bot. This might be a real person that's trading. And a third thing you can check with the holders, aside from even instantly being able to tell that this is a scam by just looking at the chart, is you can press on Bullex. You can see what they traded before. So if you click on a user, you're able to see, oh, okay, so right now he's bidding bulls. Previously, he traded this Trump coin. So how about we just go ahead and check out the Trump coin on it matches with other holders. So this second holder also traded Trump coin. This one, third one did not. Oh, third one also traded the Trump coin. Fourth one did not. Fifth one, I'm just doing some live analysis right here. Sixth one, seventh one. Some of these haven't used the same sort of transactions. This one did as well. Ninth one also did not. Oh, my bad. Ninth one also traded the Trump coin. 10th one also traded the Trump coin. So all of these wallets are related, very obviously related. So it's obviously going to be a scam. And once it migrates, you're just going to avoid some of this, right? So if this checks out that it's not a scam, next step we need to understand if this is something relevant. Is this done before? Has this already migrated, right? You're just going to do some basic searches, basic research. Is this a dupe example, right? So what you do is you just take bulls, search it up, see, okay, bulls, what is this, right? You check if it's a duplicate. You also check if it has any socials, right? These are some basic checks that you got to do. So if it's not a duplicate, it's unique. Okay, let's check out the socials. Let's see. So you open the socials, you go on here on Twitter, and you check, okay, is this, let's say that you find this interesting, does this check out from the socials aspect? And how you can check if this checks out from the socials aspect is by using AlphaGate. Now, I'm not affiliated with them, but I use their platform, which is an insane type of a product. It's a browser extension that is going to be giving you guys the option to see if a Twitter account has used previous usernames before, and it's going to show you if they've posted contract addresses before as well. Let me find a project that has done this before. So here, this is a perfect example. If let's say this coin, I wanted to buy it, I go to their Twitter account, I see, oh, previous usernames, Codex Sol, Glim AI, Vox the Sol, Trump Crypto Prio, Idea Blom, Text AI again. So a bunch of different projects. This account has been rebranded too. We definitely want to avoid it. He's just farming, right? I'm going to leave the link to AlphaGate in the description. Definitely very important to check that as well. So you have to check that. All of it, you have to check all of it very, very quickly. And duplicates you can check by simply searching up the user, the name. Usually it's okay if it's a duplicate when it comes to AI projects that are super hyped up. It's okay because those duplicates are going to be fakes, right? So if it's a meme coin, like an animal meme coin, it also is going to be very important about duplicates. If it's something new that came out, you're going to be checking if there's other coins that have migrated already, right? So, for example, we went back to this point, by the way, a little bit of a switch up there, but let's say, for example, Doge Pepe, this coin right here, this looked pretty interesting, right? But the meme market is a bit dead right now, so would not matter to snipe coins like this at the moment. Here you can see it migrated and it instant dumped. But let's say we're in a super bullish meme market where unique memes are pumping, which can happen, by the way, pretty soon probably. It's migrating. Let's just imagine. You take it, Doge Pepe, you search it up. Has this been done before? You look through all of these, and if there's none that were done before or migrated, that's already a good sign. Now something on the other hand would not matter is, let's say you see, oh, mine is migrating, the same coin that you searched up, it's migrating, and then you see a few duplicates, but they're newer. So it doesn't matter if you see newer duplicates because those guys are just copying this one that's migrating. So it doesn't really matter. You don't care about those. We're just trying to see if this coin right here at the time of creation, if it was something original, right? When it comes to like more like memes or something like that. This aspect, this whole thing is not, unfortunately, it's not as important at the moment, but you still should definitely keep that in mind for future cases when there's going to be a little bit of a different season for these coins. So now that we checked that, okay, it migrated, we checked if it's a scam, we checked if there's any duplicates or how's it looking, right, with these duplicates, and we checked the socials. There's another thing you can check, which is going to tell you if other people are sniping it up, which is going to be actually super important because usually if you're going to have a few snipers on a coin, it's going to mean that it's probably people in general are not finding it as bullish. And it might be that, it might be a good choice to not snipe it. So how do you check this? Let's say this coin right here. Let's imagine this is not a scam because this obviously is a scam. This one is about to migrate. How do you tell that a bunch of people are suddenly trying to snipe it up? Well, You press right here on this button. It's going to open the Sol scan. It's going to open the contract for this coin. And here you're going to be able to see all the transactions. So what's happening here? People are buying and selling, right? This is normal. But when a coin is going to start to migrate, there's going to be a little thing. There's going to be something different. All the buys and sells are going to stop. And if there's going to be other people that are sniping, you're going to start seeing new transactions for account creation, right? Under instructions tab, if you see a bunch of new transactions appear for account creation wallets, then you know that people are sniping it because they're creating accounts on their wallets for this token. So you're going to notice that on some coins, and on some others, you're probably not going to notice it. And on those ones that don't notice this, it is probably going to be a sign that, okay, I thought this is bullish maybe, but others don't. So maybe we can avoid this coin to snipe it, and we can see if maybe I can buy it on a radium dip instead. So definitely check that as well. All of this should be checked within the 5-minute span of coin being migrating. So what do you actually do after that? Let's say all of this checks out. There's a bunch of people trying to snipe the coin as well. It's insanely hyped. You checked it out on Twitter. You see a bunch of people talking about it. You have your alpha groups. Everyone's talking about this. You're in a voice chat with your boys. Everyone's super hyped about this. This is the next fucking thing. So what do? Next? You snipe it, right? This is the actual snipe that you're going to do. How do you do that? Here, this is a perfect example. So this coin, First Bitcoin Company, I've seen these before. This is a scam, but I'm going to snipe it with a super small amount to show you how to do it. Right now it's migrating. We checked everything out. Press on snipe now on Bullex, and it's going to make everything super easy. So let's say I want to snipe 0.1 Sol, right? I do that by entering the amount, first of all, of how much I want to snipe. If you're going to set it for secure, you're going to have to increase the bribe and leave the priority fee at 0.01, and a good bribe for snipe is usually going to be more than 0.15. It's going to be usually 0.2, 0.3, or even 0.5. Some people go super crazy and they do like a 50 Sol or 100 Sol tip. It's not, there's no point of doing that if you have a smaller port. They do it because they know this coin is going to be super sniped up and they want to be the first TX to dump on the others, right? Or they want to snipe, they're copy trading someone with a super high fee so that they can get in on pump fun because that wallet has insane motion, right? So definitely top be 1 Sol, most expensive, or 0.5 Sol that you're going to be paying. So let's say I'm going to be paying 0.1 Sol. Since I don't care about this coin, I'm going to leave it at 0.01 and you're going to press on snipe and it's going to create the order. So I was too slow here. Obviously I created my order after the coin was created because I was explaining how to do it, but theoretically speaking, it would have filled it and I would have filled in somewhere right here. And if this coin was super hyped, super sniped already, without having to manually buy it, the price would be going up and I would be in profit. So that's the goal here. And by the way, if you're holding a coin, small tip, if you're holding a coin on Pump Fun, you can dump it on Radium automatically Pump Fun using the same sniper order, except you're going to be snipe selling coin, right? So that's the same sort of principle applies. So that's pretty much for how you can snipe coins. So yeah, this is how you snipe coins on Bullex Neo. If you liked the video and the information that I provided to you guys, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm going to see you in the next one.